Hello guys, my name is JP, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I have no idea what to do. I am out of ideas. I guess let's try something. We'll see. Let me see what I've got so far. I have to check something here. I have if I zoom out. Have anything on the moon? Yes, I do. Sort of. Yeah, I have that satellite there. Unknown? This thing does not always detect all my asteroids. Oh, there. I am no good at this. I am incapable of getting to one of these things. So, I'm not gonna bother. Like, I sent this thing out to try to see what was up, and it didn't help at all. Does this have anybody on it? Okay, it's a robot. That's good. I don't know if you've noticed, but I like doing stuff on Kerbal. I like doing airplanes and stuff. So let's stick with that for a while. I think I'm gonna have to take a break on the series though after this, because I have no idea what to do anymore. Let's see. I think this is the one to use here. I don't like this one because the hatch is kind of crooked. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want to build a gigantic rover. Sort of like a gigantic rover. You'll see. Let's put one of these here. Let's, looking for this thing. Let's see if it's going to let me put the intakes on it for once. It doesn't always let me put 4 of these. For that exact reason. They like touch in weird spots. Like, even though it says they can go there, it won't let them go there. Just can use these. Oh, come on. Okay. Here's a trick you can do. Turn on part clipping. I start doing this. Because I don't know about anybody else, but this gets old pretty quick. The only thing you have to remember is that if the parts are overlapping, sometimes they won't work properly. Okay, seriously. It's already on. How is it? Right? I turned it on. What the hell's going on here? Screw you then. It's impossible. Let's try the 3-1. How that works out. What madness is this? I've already did the thing. Stupid thing. Okay, we'll just put a stupid thing on top of it then. Let's put a bunch of radial ones, I guess. Those will have to do. And 2 more down here. Looks alright to me. Let's go ahead and put a couple canards on this. Like a gigantic plane is what I'm doing, really. I don't know how that's going to work out. If it'll even work out. Because for the size of these things, it has so much weight because it has all that oxidizer that I don't need. If I could get rid of the oxidizer, I'd be set. Like, there should be a... Oh, I can't get rid of the oxidizer. Well, okay then. I guess I'm good to go. I was not expecting that. That was unusually easy. Which engine should I use? I guess I should use the... God, here we go again with this thing. I should use the rapiers for this. Even though no, I can't use the rapiers, I just took all the oxidizer out. These... God, these things suck. How is this even possible for it to still not connect when I turn off the part clipping? Well, there's no single jet engine that's going to be strong enough to do this. If you can't put one back here, that'll never work. What can I do? I know what I can do. I can do this. Let's move it back as far as possible, actually. Right there is about right. Now I can use rapiers. All I have to do is run the fuel line. So it's kind of backwards. They have a crap load of jet fuel, but very little oxidizer. I guess it'd be fine. Let's go ahead and build the plane part. I guess the good thing about the clipping is that I can do this. The parts can be inside of other parts. Just gonna put these things, and some of these things. Okay, it's a gigantic plane. I guess it'll work. I have to put some of these things on here to let the gear actually hit the ground. I already know the drill there. Let's go ahead and do that then. There we go. And the one in the front. This guy is going to have a very interesting view. Like, I would hate to be in this plane while it's flying. You're just staring at the ground. That's your only thing you can see. Let's go ahead and... You don't really need the struts so much anymore like you did with the old versions. Older versions, I'll say. But I'll do it anyways, just for the sake of not exploding. Same back here. And I guess I'll add... I always put an RTG because when the engines are not powered... Well, for one thing, these engines don't give any power. They produce no electrical charge. So if you don't have something that's producing electrical charge, eventually you'll just run out of power. I mean, I have a 4,000 battery, but still, I'd rather not take the chance. I feel like it needs more intake. I wonder if it's going to let me put this here, at least. Yes, oddly enough. Whatever. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah, I was trying to refuel a rover with the grabber, but I couldn't get it to work. I don't know why. Someday I'll show that. If I can ever get it to work, I'll actually show it off. Like, it was an idea that I had using the claw to use it as like a docking port, really. But that didn't work out for me, so I gave up on it. I wonder if 2 of these is even enough thrust to get something like this off the ground. Guess we'll find out very quick right here. Nothing yet. Come on. There we go. Holy hell. Oh, this thing went nuts on me. It's going backwards. Oh, because I'm not... I forgot to turn on the SAS. Okay, that was the strangest takeoff ever. We're going forward now? Yes, we are. Okay, that was interesting. That's what happens whenever we get to use the SAS. Strange things happen. These actually working? Yes, they are. I guess I can try to land this thing. I mean, I don't want to spend all day testing whether or not this thing works as a space plane. I know it'll work as a space plane. It has so much liquid fuel. I could probably get to the North Pole with this thing with no problem. But that's not the point. We'll just try to see if this thing can land. If I can land it, it'll be part of the fleet. If not, well, these guys died. It's a bit tail heavy, I think. Like I should have put the wings like farther up, but they're already pretty far up as far as the weight is concerned. Honestly, don't know how I can fix this. Like, this is probably the least stable plane I've made in a long time. Like, even the flying car flies better than this thing. By which I mean, where I'm pointing isn't where I'm going. Like, right now I'm going level, even though I'm tilted this far up. It's because the tail is heavier than the nose. I guess we'll just get there and see what happens. I forgot to set up the action group to toggle the engine mode. That's unfortunate. I forgot to do a lot of things today. I don't know if you noticed, I'm out of ideas for Kerbal Space Program right now. Although, if this works, this is actually pretty interesting. This means I could probably put 2 of the 800 tanks, the big ones like this, on the side, or leave half of the oxidizer in this, just for the sake of balance. Now that I know I can actually adjust how much fuel is in a tank when it starts, that does make a big difference for me. That gives me some options. Because that was actually a lot of the problem with the old versions, was if you wanted to build anything big like this, a big plane, the weight of the tanks was just way too much. But they seem to have finally fixed that. I didn't even know, I just guessed. I mean, I right-clicked it and I was like, well, can this do anything? And then sure enough. Go ahead and put the gear down already. We're coming up on it kind of quick. Not really all that fast, though. I guess on top of everything, this plane is slow as hell. Oop. Turned too soon. We need to come in lower. That was the problem too. I've been coming in kind of high on it, and I've been having to like nosedive down to the runway at the last second. I mean, it works for the little planes, but not for something this big. I think it would just crash and burn horribly. Like right here, I can just cut it and just coast. Ooh. Maybe. I don't know. Nope, that didn't work. It's not working. It's not working. Pull up. 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 Okay, that was close. That was way too close. Oh, there's still something on the runway. What is parked there? Get out of the way. You're gonna die. That wasn't so bad. What is there? Why? What is hyperjet? Is there something else I made that I just left parked there? I'll just switch to it in a second. Oh, this thing sucks at turning. That's why it's not very good. I forgot to put a second SAS. Oh well, I'll just park it here then. This is far enough up on the runway where anything smaller than this would usually land by here. Switch to it. Here it is. Oh yeah, it's just something super fast and light I tried to make. I don't know if this worked. There's like no fuel left. Anyways, yet another successful plane, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it successful. It's definitely a good basis for design. I would say with the ability to tweak the amount of fuel and stuff in a tank, it finally opens up some options. I would say, how much oxidizer would be in here? 440 times 2. Yeah, so if you leave half the oxidizer in this, but add 2 of the 800 tanks on the side with no oxidizer in them, you can use that pretty good. And then obviously another SAS on the back, because that was... it doesn't turn for one thing at all. And how else would I fix this? Well, I'd probably go ahead and add a 750, the big RCS, but with only half stuff in it. So I don't think I've ever used an entire large tank of SAS or RCS fuel. And then some lights. I forgot to put lights. I never do that. But just to make it space worthy so you could actually use it. But I think this is a good basis for design. And actually with just the 2 engines, I probably don't need all these extra intakes. They don't really do much. The ram air intakes do all the work. And actually since I'm gonna put the large tanks on the side and make this whole thing longer, I could probably go ahead and put the cooling intake thing on the front end of this to keep the engines cooler in closed circuit mode. So that could work. Definitely some design ideas. But it'll probably be a couple weeks before another episode comes out, so I can come up with some new stuff to do in here. Because, I mean, they added the asteroid stuff, but I suck at asteroid stuff, so... Anyways, that'll do it for the episode. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. My name is JP, and I will see you next time with more Kerbal Space Program.